Hello, MonstersAbound here. You've tried the best. Now you're watching this. What's wrong with you? Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 4 of my Throgg Campaign in 19 turns, and we've managed to consolidate the whole of Norsca. Look at that. Boo. Well, I say all, obviously there's this bit over here, but we'll ignore that because the rest of it, I mean, there's dwarves in the way of that. Fuck dwarves. They're mean. I don't like them. Humans, on the other hand, are squishy, and that's what we're going to attack because we've got Boris. That's Boris. He's already got the Midland Rune Fang. Look at that. Ugh. So we need to deal with Boris.
My ice age comes.
I want some more trolls, and in fact we've got them. We've got the money for them. We've got the money for them. In one turn we'll have the offering of slaughter. So let's end the turn. Let's carry on through. Now what we need to do is I need to build up my infrastructure. To do that we need money. We need a war chest. To do that we're going to go and beat up some squishy humans because they're not dwarves. And that's the main thing about humans, is they're not dwarves. They don't have all the armour. They're more explodey. They tend to, pop into guts at the drop of a hat. Which is better than dwarves who tend to sit there and just cut at your ankles with axes. That's the worst. So we don't want that. So we want to kill the squishy humans and all their delicious towns full of lovely yummy money. A lovely money pie. That's what we want. So that's what we're going to get. Now, the only slight problem is the Empire does like to raid itself and sack itself, and that obviously causes me issues, because if they sack each other, I can't sack them. So, I might... Now, Dieter Schaffen down there, it has been sacked recently. That's not ideal. We might have to go a little bit further afield, and public order could be an issue fairly soon. How is our... Okay. Now we're only getting 183 from sacking that. Northern, though, almost 4k. Zoyshnik to Fort Strogov to... And we're not at war with Kislev just yet. And I'm kind of want to try and keep it that way for a little longer. Let's get some more trolls. And we'll get rid... You know what, the Berserkers, they're expensive and they're just shit, so we'll get rid of them. What I do want, though, is in one turn we'll have the Chaos Shrine. We'll be able to recruit a Chaos Mage. That'll be useful, won't it? Yes, it will. We're going to be we're going to be sitting around for 2 times. We wait for these ice trolls, but the ice trolls are going to prove to be so much more useful than squishy marauders. Now we can punch above our weight a bit. Those ice trolls are going to do a lot of damage for us, backed up by Throgg, of course. The problem with trolls is they have low leadership, so you have to try and kind of mitigate that a little bit. Having Throgg and other characters nearby will kind of shore that up. Of course, the nice thing about trolls is, and one of the bad things about having unbreakable units, is that unbreakable units will die to a man, which means you then have to replace them. That's slower than replenishment, depending on how long they take to recruit. But the nice thing about trolls is that when they break, they run away, but then they regenerate, and then they come back in a bit. So actually, trolls tend to be a lot more trouble because they do tend to break and run away, and they're generally quite fast. So not having the great leadership is not always a bad thing. I don't like unbreakable units for the fact that if they get into trouble, they will just die rather than run away, and units that run away do tend to survive longer. They disappeared. Apparently there's... Oh, Skaven. Oh, who cares about them? Screw the Skaven. Okay, 2 turns. Let's get... Okay, we're going to get a Metal Sorcerer, Melancholic, or Honourable. I'm going to get Melancholic because obviously... Okay, thanks. Obviously, our first mage is always Thyrus, and he's always a little bit... He's always a little bit melancholic, isn't he? So in the event that he gets brutally stabbed by... the fact that he has more chance to get brutally stabbed is in itself quite entertaining for me. But the fact that he has slightly more chance of getting brutally stabbed is that works for me. So we got... Okay, we don't have it there. Do we have any enchanted items? No. Oh, Throgg's got a Crown of Command, which is actually quite useful. So that will help his trolls. Right, one more turn, then we're going to go over and we're going to go and beat up Boris, which is going to feel very good. So go beat up Boris. Do we get a trait for beating Boris? I'm fairly sure we do. I'm fairly sure that because I'm using Mixu's Legendary Lords, really good mod, really like it, one of my favourite mods I think, and it does give a lot of the minor factions Legendary Lords of their own who have their own traits. And one of the fun things about playing Total War is Warhammer is going around and collecting all the traits from all the dead Legendary Lords. And of course we want to throw up all of them, so we want to throw up over Boris, don't we? We definitely want to throw up over Boris. Boris has run away. That's a shame. But I'm fairly sure we can go over and sort him out. And we could go and hit Salzamund. It is a capital. It's going to make it a little bit more tricky. Looks like the Goromadni tribe. Is this Goromadni tribe? I'm trying to remember. I think it's Goromadni tribe. I think they're fighting with the dwarves, like sort of back and forth. I think they just died horribly to the dwarves. Yeah. This is the problem with dwarves. They're very sort of like non-squishy. I don't like that. Want to recruit missile? Okay, we didn't do that, but I don't really care. Right, Dyrus. Sure you do. Get in there. Get over here. We're on the move. I forgot to make myself move faster, but that's okay. Can we just land here? Oh, Salzamund does not have a big army. Can I? Is this a bad idea? I don't know if I can hit it. That's it. I don't think I can move anymore, so I don't think I can hit. I'm hoping Boris comes back. That's, you know, that'd be nice if he did. How's public order doing? Okay, public order is actually going up. Albion is still not happy. If we do this, it will make it a little bit less unhappy. I kind of want to try and... Okay, public order stable here now. Can we get one of those to help out? That would be nice. Let's do that. And I think we're slowly getting public order under control. I say, yes, I could like farm the rebellions, but we've acquired so much land so quickly that it's just very difficult to defend and farm the whole of Norsca at the same time. It's large. We can't travel across mountains. It would basically just turn into, we would start losing settlements, and that wouldn't necessarily be a good idea. I'm hoping Boris comes back. Come on, Boris, come and defend your town. You've got a big ugly troll standing just outside it. You definitely want to defend that town. I can feel it in my bones. Come and defend your town, Boris. Come on. It doesn't look like he did. We could go and hit Salzamund. I mean, that's... It looks squishy. And that's going to be a big payday for us. And big payday means big infrastructure spending. Because, of course, that's, you know, what they're Norskans, they come, they raid, they pillage, and then they spend it by building roads. That's their big infrastructure projects. That's what they do. You know, train lines and stuff. Fairly sure that's canon. That's Warhammer canon. Oh, Wolfric's back. That's nice. And that guy as well. I don't know who he is. I don't really care. Why am I moving so slowly? Why don't I have most of my movement? What? I've had this happen before, and it tends to be after you land. Alright, well... I guess we'll just kill this dickhead. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's much point fighting that, to be honest. I could sack it. That would give me a little bit of money. And we've got a collector. Income from sacking settlements plus 6%. Some nobles of the mortal nations, the rich ones, take to buying antiques and cursed items. The ignorance in unearthing such relics is our ally. Okay, I'm going to establish an outpost. It's mine now. I live here now. It's Throgg's home. Throgg has a new home. That's nice. Let's get frostbitten for our ice trolls. And normal trolls, obviously. I would like some skin walls as well, but for the moment, we don't have them. We'll get some fairly soon. Okay, Albion is going to be fine-ish. Citation needed. I think the best thing to do is, like, upgrade Ice Drake Fjord, because it's probably one of the... Yeah, we want upkeep reduction, don't we? So let's do something like that. I'll probably get rid of this and build it, or upgrade this one and get rid of this one at some point. Because we're going to upgrade that one to there. Mind you, that did give us +1 Shaman Sorcerers. I'll play it by ear. Okay, let's repair... Alright, we can repair the coastal enclave. That's going to give us something. Yeah, I can't fix that. I don't have the money, sorry. We're going to hit... I forgot to check. I was going to check how much we could get from sacking Salzman, and I forgot to check. My bad. But... The problem is I don't have much visibility here at the moment. And because of that, it's a little bit dangerous to be sat here. I would like some agents just to de-scout for me, because that way I can kind of have a general idea of where everyone is, so I don't get jumped by like 3 or 4 armies, which the AI loves to do. The AI loves to surround you with like 3 or 4 armies that just jump you at the last second. However, nothing from Middenland or Nordland not to come to attack. The problem with setting up on like the coastal enclaves there is obviously we don't have the Chaos Corruption, and apparently Norscans love Chaos Corruption. They love the big, you know, rivers of lava and tentacles coming out of walls. Apparently, personally, I think even if I worship the Chaos Gods, I'd probably draw a line somewhere, and I think the line would be tentacles or screaming faces in the walls. I'd probably just kind of go, you know what, I just kind of try and brush over that part of the Chaos worship. That's probably what I'd say. Indeed, garrison is not very big. I say we go over to Salzman and we burn it to the oh, hello. Is that going to be a problem? Nah, we're fine. I can't believe the little notice board survived. I was assuming my trolls would just run straight over that, but apparently they have not. Oh, come on, Norscans, trash that. No, okay, apparently we're being very respectful to the enemy notice board. Anything interesting there? Can we see anything interesting? No, it's all blank. Fair enough, that makes sense. Notice boards, literally the worst way to disseminate information to people. So, trolls, we're going to smash down the gates. That's right, smash down the gate there. 2% damage already, and our Norscans, who are, of course, squishy humans, are being shot to pieces. Who cares? Meanwhile, Frosty Flaps, almost called him Flappy Flaps. That'd be wrong. Frosty Flaps has already got 42 kills. He's already murdered a whole bunch of people on top of the gate there. More halberdiers coming to intercept him, though. And our the gatehouse down here is being smashed apart by some wolves. Yes, they're actually pretty good at smashing down gates, turns out. I want to point out that... a horde of Grail Knights took fucking ages to take down a gate. Bunch of wolves who only have their own paws and teeth, apparently doing considerably better. Already the gate's down, that's not surprising because there's trolls here. The trolls not going to give a flying shit about these guys. They're just going to go straight past them, mill about for a sec because they get caught in combat, and then we're going to go, no, carry on, straight to the city centre. Ignore everything. That's it, just pile on through. We're just going to basically roadkill these humans. To hell with them, and set to get the Norscans in behind them. There we go. There's the enemy general. It's an Archlector. No one cares. Gates down over here, and Frosty Flaps is fighting yet more. It's actually sending... I thought it was just one unit of halberdiers here, but it turns out there's quite a few throwing themselves in. Now, what I don't notice here, and this is a bad on me, the Chili Death Doggos here are actually a large unit, so they're not going to do very well against the halberdiers. To be fair, none of these guys are going to do very well against the halberdiers. I'm going to get Frosty Flaps in. He's going to do some more Frosty Breath, isn't he? Come on, Frosty Flaps. Frosty Flaps. Frosty Flaps. Probably shouldn't chant that. And that looks pretty good. Did make my doggos run away, though. The Death Doggos charging in, smashing through. That's looking not too bad, taking down. But there's more halberdiers coming. Yet another unit of halberdiers. Going to lock my Death Doggos into combat, and they're not going to do very well. Meanwhile, Virus is getting some work done over there. We've got a lot of swordsmen and marauders fighting in the centre here. Some swordsmen doing lovely twirly attacks, showing off. Meanwhile, where our trolls are, people are exploding. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Going to explode? Come on, explode him. Stop stamping around, and perfect. There we go. Lovely, good. Right, well, this is going all very well. Thyrus isn't even going to die. That's amazing. And we've taken control of the city centre, so everything's going very, very well. Our doggos have unfortunately, well, died. They're off. They're gone. There's not many of them left. They'll be fine. Frosty Flaps is having to sort out this little problem, which he should be able to, because let's face it, he's a bloody frostworm with 113 kills. Meanwhile, we've just got some more swordsmen coming into the fight. There they go. Squishy humans. They never do particularly well. Some trolls just standing around looking at their feet. That's, you know, generally fine. We're going to get a charge in the flank here because I wasn't paying attention. But as soon as I do realise, I'm going to send the trolls in, and obviously then that's going to, you know, change things around a little bit. We're slowly chopping our way through the enemy forces, and the not halberdiers, the javelins. Javelins are now coming up to the top of the walls over there. That's looking pretty good. Come on, lads. We've been attacked the flank here. They've got 4 kills. I mean, admittedly, it's squishy Norscans. This tactic, the kick down the gate and kill everyone inside tactic, always works better when you've got more trolls and Famirs and stuff. There we go. That's better. That's more like it. There we go. Exploding. There. That's definitely more like it. Our Norscan hounds have come back, and yeah, we're going to win this engagement over here. We've managed to do enough. Looks like all these units are now starting to waver and rout. So there you go. They're shattering. Even the crossbowmen, who have not actually taken any damage, are now running away and going to try and get through this gate through a huge blob of Norscans, which is obviously a bad idea, but worth a try. Okay, took a little bit more damage than I'd hoped, and I almost lost the chilly death doggos, because I did do some renaming. See, let's sack it because I want the money. And oh, Kurgan Cheaton, very nice. Okay, let's run away. Bye. Okay, that's going to mean we're replenishing, which is good, because that's kind of what we need. Let's go for Frostbin to make sure our ice trolls. There we go, 63. So they all got over 60 attack. So that's really, really nice. And Thyrus is going to get Searing Doom, because he actually, you know, despite the fact he's only got 1 spell at the moment, he's actually doing pretty well. He was doing okay for himself, wasn't he? Yeah, there you go. See? I'll take back all the nasty things I said. Right, Tower of Crack. Now, probably... Can we build... Is there anything in the way of garrisons? There is something. I mean, if we build that, it will make the Tower of Crack more tanky, and that is right on the border with Kislev. So... that could be a good option. Albion, yes, more money would be useful. Yes, more money, more growth, more money, more money. Just keep spending. Oh, do I really need a smithy thingy? I'm not sure. But more money would be useful. Basically, we just sack and then spend all the money upgrading towns, and then we get more money, more upkeep, all that kind of good stuff. Public order here is appalling because of the lack of corruption. That's to be expected. It just is what's happened. Sussman has been sacked. Now,
Sigma forbids this.
You've got a rocket battery, do you? That's interesting. I don't think you can quite reach me, though. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, that could be problematic. But we did put a little dampener in his party mood by, you know, burning his home to the ground and killing all the people he loves.
Never too full for another meal. Get in my belly.
Get in my belly. Oh, you're going to carry on with me. That's actually okay. I don't even know where you are. Ah, okay. You've come to take control of your little town. I wonder if actually we can maybe lure you into an ambush. Now, as long as the Goromadni tribe are keeping the dwarves busy, I'm kind of okay to leave the dwarves to themselves. You don't really get much. I mean, killing humans is well worth it because they're super squishy. Killing dwarves, on the other hand, it's just harder, so it makes it, you know, less worth the effort. Okay, so we've got the Wintertooth Crown. Throgg is no ordinary troll, although, as physically brutish and savage as all other trolls, his mutations have also gifted him a grim and malevolent cunning, making him widely feared as an ambushing killer of ruthless precision. Proclaiming himself as the lord of all trolls and monsters, the greatest of heroes regularly rise northward to attempt to slay him, and every season the Troll King dines on their flesh. Having just defeated and devoured his last unfortunate challenger, Throgg stares down at the broken bodies of his half-eaten meals. As he rubs the top of his malformed head, he becomes infuriated, remembering that he's been missing his prized Wintertooth Crown for far too long now. It was stolen from right under his nose many moons ago, and Throgg wants it back. It is a powerful and valuable artifact, and more importantly, when he finally brings about his plans of a new ice age and enslaves all the rest of the world, it will symbolise his position as more than just Troll King, but as an overlord to all. Throgg decides to head southward to find and reclaim what is rightfully his, intent on killing anything that dares get in his way. After all, if the realms of civilization were so keen to fight him and his bestial subjects, then he would happily oblige, with all the monsters of the troll country at his side. Before Throgg can start the search for his new crown, he must order the building of a new plunder hall to bestir the raiding desires of his accompanying minions, the stinking beasts, drooling mutants and tormented madmen who will help him pillage the southern lands as he searches for his crown and fulfills his plans of domination. Build a plunder hall. Okay, I can do that.
I eat my enemies.
Okay, you are...
My ice age.
Do I go like here?
I can.
And do an ambush, because even if you actually go around us, I like lighter shaft. I don't care if I lose it. I'm not invested in it. If it gets burned to the ground, no big deal off my back. I just don't care. Not a big deal for me. Should I get more cash? Yes, let's get more money. In 3 turns, we're going to get a big boost. 2-3 turns, we're going to get a big boost of money, which is going to be very, very useful. I say a big boost, like, you know, 400 or 500, but still, you know, it's something. Let's see. I think, you know, if they can't see us, they might see Dieter Scharfen as like a nice, easy target and head for us. I just don't know if they will, though. Depends if they send this army first or this army first. Oh. This is exactly what I wanted to happen, and so rarely do I get what I want. You got the Nordland Runefang. Well, you're about to have it inserted up your bottom. Marauders charging over the hills, drawing the attention of the infantry. Meanwhile, our trolls are coming in from behind to cause some mess. We've taken out the enemy Hellblaster rocket thing, because that's nasty. We don't like that. And here come the trolls. This is going to be pretty brutal. Virus casting some magic. Yes, that's going to kill some of our own marauders, but who cares about them? The trolls, on the other hand, will be fine. Throgg is coming around to deal with Theodoric Gausser, who is down here. Where is he? He's in here somewhere. We'll find him in a bit. We've got a lovely big blob down here. Look at all this. We've got trolls smashing in the rear. We've got the Norscans holding them in position. Throgg is kicking the crap out of Theodoric. That's basically the enemy army is not looking in rude health. And there's a whole bunch of people here about to get frost-breathed. I mean, that's if they survive the violent troll beatings. Ice to meet... No, I've already done that one. Chill out? Sure. That works. There's Theodoric. He looks a bit wizard-like, in my opinion. He's got a nice skull hat on. He's legging it. He's off. Throgg's like, nope, don't think so. Need to do something before you run. Yep, that. I mean, that just adds insult to injury, doesn't it? His army's completely crushed. And, oh, so is he. And he's covered in sick. So, basically, Mr. Gausser here, not having a good day. I hope that skull hat's a little quite beefy, because you're going to need it with the size of the sledgehammer that Throgg's currently wailing on you with. No, I don't think it is. Well, guess Nordland's going to need a new army. Do I want the money? I kind of do. Yeah, let's take the money. Of course, the nice thing, of course, he can't, well, no, he probably will escape by running through the river, would be my guess. But I think we can probably catch up with him. So Throgg gained Peacekeeper. This is my land, not yours. Defeated Theodoric Gausa. Public order +2 for every concurrent war with a neighbouring faction in the local province and +10 charge bonus. So not a bad... Oh, and he got a potion of strength. That's nice.
Battle time is feeding time.
I mean, Crown of Command is okay, but I think I'm getting a potion of strength. That seems better. You've got the brass cleaver, do you? No, you don't. That's mine now. You've got the razor standard. You've got a collector, barbarian, gifted chaos. Okay, I'm fairly happy with all that. Let's give Thyrus the enchant, the Crown of Command even. Let's give you that. You've also ranked up, and I do like Gehenna's Golden Hounds. So let's get you. Now, we should be able to finish you off, although I think you might decide to run. Oh no, you're just going to die. Okay. I mean, that works too. Oh, we've got Regiment Renowned, the Ice Horn Marauders. They've got a horn for the ice. That's why they're called Ice Horn Marauders. That would be my guess anyway. We could go and sack Salzamund. Elga's there. Should we go and... Yeah, let's go and burn it to the ground. The only problem is that would stop us from moving. Let's auto-resolve that. Let's sack it. Just because... I mean, the money's nice, don't get me wrong. Throgg's a butcher. But also because I just don't trust old One Eye down there. Because if he's got an army there, I think he can reach us. And after being beaten up, not sure that would go very well for us. So let's not risk it, basically. So could get Manticore. Yeah, I do like Fimir Warriors. Unnatural selection. I mean, I do like the ice walls, but speed and charge bonus, not the most useful thing for them. We don't have the Fimir Warriors. I'm thinking maybe go for, like, you know, buff up Throgg a bit. I'm tempted by... because I do like the Javelins. They're about the only Marauder unit I actually quite like. But let's go with Deadly Blade, because that's going to give us, you know... more killy. Make Throgg more killy. That's key. And Thyrus, we're going to give you... Yep, go with... Gehenna's Golden Hounds? Yes, Gehenna's Golden Hounds is quite a nice spell to have. We've got a big chunk of change now. Look at all this money coming in now. Ah, this is perfect. So we're going to upgrade the buildings the settlements this side of Norsca, because they're more protected. They're less likely to get sacks. Not, you know, completely out of the question, but less likely. So we upgrade these ones, and they've got more chance of keeping them. Norscan settlements are not... It's not a big deal if you lose anything. If a settlement gets burned down, it's not the end of the world. It's really not. You can easily just sort of like rebuild it. Norscan settlements are fairly cheap to build. I mean, look at this, 900 cost for these buildings. Max rank is, I mean, you look at some of the max rank of some of the other factions, and some of their buildings at this, you know, rank 5 can easily cost 7, 8, 10,000, whereas Norsca is like, you know, 2.5 basically. We've got a couple of marble buildings which are reducing that by 10%. But if you lose a Norscan settlement, it's not the end of the world. It's not a big deal. So it's nice to be able to build up Norsca, so you have sort of like a bit of a base. But equally, you kind of need to be out there and sacking stuff. That's key. You get most of your income from sacking. So the more sacking you do, the more armies you can get up. The more armies you have, the more sacking you can do. Just keeps going. It can become a bit of a problem if you end up where you don't have any more targets to sack. Then, you know, you can be like, okay, I've got kind of Beastman problem. You can end up with like, okay, I've got enough money to sustain my armies for 5 turns. I need to sack something big in before 5 turns is up, or I'm going to basically start losing. I won't have any more money. So you just kind of have to keep at it. But you can end up in positions like this where you've got Salesman here. I mean, Salesman is not worth any more money. Gorsal's all the way down here, but that means fighting another faction. They are fresh and raring to go. We're not. We've only got the 1 army, so we need to wait for some replenishment there. I could actually sort of merge some of these. I'd like some more trolls. To be honest, what I want is a fully monstrous army. And I'd also like to deal with the... Oh, hello. Have you lost Kazid? What the hell happened here? Ruins. Skaven, maybe. Maybe Hell Pits on the march. That could cause some problems for the dwarves. And Hell Pits are basically a natural ally for us. I mean, they don't like us at the moment, but...
And I am instrument tool of his vengeance.
I don't care how horned he is, but look, we can be chums. Are we chums? Be chums? I mean, you don't like the dwarves. I don't like the dwarves. You don't like Kislev. I don't like Kislev. We can, you know, we can beat them up together. Arm in arm. Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be good. Right, okay, so next steps, we are going to hit Norden and potentially declare war on Kislev, and then we need to get another army up. Probably Wulfric. We'll get a Wulfric army up. He'll probably have a basic sort of marauder horde backed up by some monstrous units, which will be fine. He should then be able to sort of deal with some enemies by himself, and at that point I think we're going to get Throgg maybe to come over to Nagron, maybe try and get the Aghol under thumb and beat up some Dark Elves. Dark Elves are going to be a problem because obviously they come with nasty, naughty crossbows, which I don't particularly like. I don't really want to fight crossbows because they're quite nasty, armor piercing. They're going to turn my trolls into pincushions. That doesn't seem good. But on the other hand, Dark Elves are quite squishy, so that's fine. So we're going to get to throw up over Malekith, over Marathi, maybe head down to Ulthuan and do Alariel and Tyrion. Head all the way south and do Teclis as well. Maybe swing by Mazdamundi on the way. Yeah, and then maybe pop over to the Southlands to see what Cetra's up to. Maybe even Queek. Or Krokgar. But that's going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode of the Throgg Campaign.